everybody, welcome back. Don't worry, I'm driving on a private road. It's all good. Anyways, this video is going to be a little bit all over the place. So Horse Has Hives, if you've been following my Instagram and my TikTok and my Facebook, you will know what's going on. So that's why this video is going to be all over the place for you guys, because I'm going to insert the TikTok videos from when I first found the hives on Avalon, then to what the vet told us to do over the phone, then to the medication that the vet prescribed, and then to now. There is a way to allergy test Avalon, and I don't think I want to put her through that. So I spoke with the vet about that possibility, and we kind of agree it's not to a deadly point where, you know, she's gonna die from whatever this reaction is that she's having, because the hives are not so bad that it's choking her out and she can't breathe, or they're not to the point where they're getting pussy and busting open and infectious. So the way that they would allergy test a horse is just like a human, and if you don't know how to do that, well, it's very unpleasant for the horse. So basically what they do is they take a bunch of different things like they do a person, and they go into the neck of the horse with needles in a bunch of different spots all at once, one after the other, and they inject it into the horse's neck and leave the horse with the vet in case, you know, it gets really critical and the vet has to intervene. And they pretty much leave it for a certain amount of days depending on how the horse is responding. And they don't give them any pain relief medication or anything, because they have to see how bad the allergy is. Of course, they intervene if it gets, like I said, to the deadly point where it's going to harm the horse in a very bad way. But like I said, it's just, these hives aren't to the point where it's harming her. It's more irritating her than harming her. And also making it to where I can't exercise or do anything with her, which, you know, a horse on pasture definitely needs to be exercised and worked, or they're going to get severely obese, and then you get laminitis and founder and all that stuff, so that can affect her health in that way. So yeah, stick with this video. It's a little filming, it's got a bunch of different ways of filming. I did my best. I just wanted to give you guys an update in case you don't follow me on my social medias. So yeah, we're gonna go home right now and catch up with you guys there. I went to get this one to go for a ride, and I ended up not being able to ride. See all that? I thought it was fly bites. She was having an allergic reaction to something. The vet doesn't know what. See on her back? The bumps. On her neck. All of that. The worst is her stomach. So, I'm going to try Benadryl for 2 days, and if she's not better, then I got to take her in. So next morning, you can see some bumps. And they've definitely, I know, Mama, they've definitely gone down, but they're still there. It's hard to tell because we're in the shade, but all those bumps are still there. I'm giving her another dose of Benadryl. She's going in the barn today. It's not a stall, it's a little pasture, so my dad can catch her and medicate her every 6 hours while I'm at work. So, and my other mare has no bumps on her at all. It's hard to tell because we're in the shade, but all the bumps are still there, but they have gone down in size. A lot of you asked for an update on Avalon when I got off work. So she had a dose this morning, a dose this afternoon, and just now another dose. But she's looking so much better. So you can see there's still a few bumps, and they're really, really tiny. But there's not as many, so there's like a bump right there. I'm going to put some fly spray on her to help her out, keep the flies off of her. I'll check her in the morning. Her stomach is looking so much better. As you can see, there's still a few right there. I'll check her in the morning, and if she still has these little ones, I'll give her a dose tomorrow morning and come home and probably give her a dose tomorrow night, just to be on the safe side. Alright, so Avalon was doing really good, almost got rid of her hives, and they were pretty much completely gone. and then all of a sudden they came back again, and now they're almost completely gone again. They're in a few spots. So I called the vet, and I got her some Tri-Hurst granules, is what they're called. So she has to have that twice a day for 4 days, and then down to once a day, and try it for a few days. And if her hives are, you know, if they're coming back as soon as the medicine wears off, then she pretty much has to have it every summer, every single day, twice a day. So yeah, that's the update. I'm gonna try this and we'll see what happens. Alright, I misunderstood the vet. I was in a rush when I got the medicine because I was on my way to work. I thought they said within the first dose I would notice a difference on Avalon. They said within 6 days. I don't know how I messed that one up. That's fine. I went and got a fly sheet for her. The vets and I were very on the edge about getting that because, like I said, they're out in a big 15-acre pasture, a lot of down trees, a lot of hillside, a lot of twigs and stuff, you know, to get caught in, and barbed wire fencing. But after speaking with the vet, since we don't know what the allergy is, it could be fly bites, it could be grass, because there's a ton of different types of grass and weeds out here. Could be mosquito bites, could be she rolled in ants, could be she got stung by something. Either way, the vet said, you know, do you feed them anything morning and night? I give them each a little bit of grain morning and night. 1, to train them to come to me. 2, just to do a look over and a checkup on them both. So after discussing it with the vet, they decided that if I could, to get her a fly sheet just to help protect her from whatever the allergy is. So now I'm just climbing the 15 acres looking for them, because they tend to only come down for grain when we're clear down at the bottom. When they're on top, they don't come down for grain. So luckily my parents both stay home all day, and my dad feeds the ponies for me at night. So somebody is always home. My mom comes out and gives them treats a lot. So on top of me feeding them a little bit of grain morning and night, other people are here to check on them during the day. The lady telling me the fly sheet just told me, like, look, you know, have you ever had to use one? And I said no. And she goes, okay, well, you're going to want to either pull it up and look at her every day, once a day, to make sure it's not rubbing, or take it off at night. For right now, we want to leave it on at night, according to the vet, because we don't know if it's the mosquitoes or the flies or what. I wish I could find these two. Anyway, so yeah, that's the update for now. Giving her medicine. Oh, there they are right in front of me. Giving her medicine and getting a fly sheet on her. Hi! I got something for you! This one sees the halter and is gone, but she actually ran down the hill to me. Hi, Kamani. And now I didn't get Kamani one because she has no bites on her. And I'm not going to put a fly mask on her because she's got none on her face. But you can see she still has some. And she's very irritated. So let's get this on, and hopefully she'll be okay because she's never had one of these. Hi, you. Alright, so now that you guys are all caught up on what's happened with Avalon, so I'm going to show you guys in a second what she's looking like right now up close, and then we'll try putting the fly sheet on, because I already tried to put the fly sheet on, and I got her a medium because she's kind of bigger than Kamani, so I thought a medium would fit her pretty well. Nope, I'll put a picture up here how big it was on her. So I just ran back to the store for the 3rd time today to go get a small. So let me show you what she's looking like. We'll put the fly sheet on. I'm going to move her around a little bit in here, walk, trot, canter both ways, kind of let her feel it. So if she decides to go run and play, it doesn't like shock her that something's moving on her, and maybe spook her or send her into a panic. So let's get that done. There's none on her face, surprisingly. I thought definitely if it was a fly or mosquito reaction that there would definitely be some on her face. Luckily, there's not. So it's really kind of hard to see. But there is bumps. And they're not as bad. But you can still see she's got some where I'm pointing. There's a bunch of flies up here eating on her back a little bit.
with my job, I can't come out here like 7 times a day and put fly spray on her, which is why I kind of resorted to the fly sheet down there. Her stomach is still the worst area, as you guys can see. Again, it's kind of hard to tell, and up by the girth especially, but there's a bunch of flies there, so this will help keep them off. I did put some fly spray on her when I ran back to town. As you can tell, doesn't really help that much. And it's the same stuff I've always used. It normally works great. So there's definitely not as much as she had, but her stomach is still the worst of it. And the vet and the sales lady, because I've never had to use any type of rugging or fly sheets for my horses, said that the fly sheet will cover her stomach. So yeah, let's get this put on her. So they're definitely not as bad as they were, but it seems like as I was talking to the vet, it seems like as soon as the medication kind of wears off, they come back really high strung again, really big, kind of filling her body up again. So this is just kind of a precaution to help her out as much as I can, pretty much when I'm not home, to go out and fly spray her. Okay, no instructions on the blanket. I'm pretty sure I did everything right. It still looks a little loose to me on these hind leg straps. It looks a little too baggy, but I tightened it as much as I could. So let me know if I'm wrong on that, and they're supposed to be that loose. She looks pretty good in it. I know that these are supposed to cross, and I got them as tight as I could. Obviously, there's still quite a bit of slack in there. If I did that wrong, let me know. She's just falling asleep. It looks pretty good though. I mean, there's no smaller size, so let me know if I did anything wrong or anything needs tightened. But see how like low that leg strap is? Is that supposed to be like that? I'm not sure. That doesn't look like it's supposed to be that low to me, but I don't know. So here I'm just crossing the hind leg straps because I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be crossed as well, and tightening them up as much more as I can because I just did not like how low they are. If that's not supposed to be done that way, let me know, but I'm pretty sure from my understanding they're all supposed to cross. Alright, so I think it's still a little loose, but it's the smallest size that they have. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's supposed to be loose so that it doesn't rub as much. I'm still going to check on her every day, make sure there's no like rubs and stuff, because I do give them grain in the morning and at night, and especially now that she has medicine, she gets grain in the morning and the night, so she will get checked on. I'm going to go close out the gate because I'm going to take Kamani for a ride in the morning, and we're going to see how Kamani reacts to this, because Kamani is very spooky and jumpy to new things, so I have a feeling she's going to be spooky and jumpy. Yeah, I don't know. It slides back a little bit and gets a little bit tighter on the chest, and you pull it forward and then it's a little bit loose, so it's definitely moving. It's definitely not like skin tight. And I crisscrossed the back end and tightened them up as much as I could. She's smelling it. Don't chew it up, please. That was $100. Her face. I really want to see what Kamani's reaction is. Avalon doesn't seem to care, which is great. I really like that she's not panicking and like running. Kamani. Come on. That mare is spooky of anything new. You better not tear that up, her lady. She's like, what is that, Mom? What did you put on her? Come on. She's like, I must follow. I got to see what that is. She's like, nope, I'm good. But, yeah. That is the full update on Avalon and what's going on.